Hey everyone, I've recently got a lot of questions about how we do our food and water system out here in the chicken coop. We actually have basically 10 gallons worth of food at any time and about 7 gallons of water. So we can go honestly almost a week on water and about 2 weeks on food if we actually had to. So got a couple different designs here. These look similar, but they're actually slightly different. I started off with this design here, where again I just took a 5-gallon pail and I used these 3-inch drain that was actually a 90-degree elbow that I cut in half to make this here, and it works okay, but I like the other design better, and I'll show you why in just a second. So when this is hung up, you can see I put a little piece of the hole that I cut out of this bucket across on the back to try to keep some of that food in. But if I go down to like their level, they can still kind of pull that out and sometimes make a mess of it on the ground here. Now they don't waste a ton of it, but they definitely waste more with this bucket than they do with this design over here. And I'll show you the difference here. So this one here now, if you look down, see, if you look straight in, you can't actually see the food. You actually have to look down in, and I apologize, it's getting kind of dark here. But this one, I actually used the actual elbow to go down in, and I hollowed it out a little bit so they can get their neck in there, no problem. But they waste very, very little food with this design because they can't get their beak in there and just shove it out. So overall, I would recommend going with this style if you can. Again, they're both just 3-inch PVC elbows, but this one here I used the entire thing except for I cut the other just the other flange off the other side. Let me see if I can open this up and show you. I opened it up and actually I realized it's still full of food, so I can't really show you, but let me see if I can dig around. Not very easily, but you get the idea here. You can actually see the whole elbow inside there. And maybe I'll try to take some better pictures when it's brighter outside. But overall, I would say my recommendation is to try to keep as much of that elbow on there as possible, and they will waste a lot less food. That design over there, I cut it off to try to make it easier for them to get in, just like that. But they also tend to pull it out and leave it on the ground if they're not very happy with the food. So anyway, a couple just ideas. Both of these I think were only, I don't know, less than $10 maybe to make. So you can experiment and find what you want. I will add a quick note about water. In the wintertime, we have this little water over in the corner that I've shown in some other videos. That one works really well because it's got heat, but it only stores about 2 gallons of water. So when we go away and stuff, it's just nice to have more water around. So I also have this one that I use in the summer. This is a full 5-gallon pail, and I originally had this type of little emitter, and they push on it and the water comes out. But I found that they really like this bucket style. There's a little kind of float down in here that they can hit with their mouth, and it fills up with water, and they love that one. So they will fight out of all of the different emitters on all these buckets. They will fight over this one. So I'm probably going to get some more of that style. The only downfall with these is that they are not good in freezing temperatures. These other style, they actually have a rubber O-ring on the inside, and so they hold up fairly decent even if you do get some ice in there. But this style here will crack and break. So anyway, just a quick recommendation. They really like it. I plan to do some more of those on this bucket for the summertime, but wintertime it's still best to have a more robust system with those sideways or horizontal emitters with a heater. That's probably the best. So hope that gives you some ideas. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.